Welcome back to all the crackers in the box. Hello, salutations. How's everybody doing? Hopefully great. Let's talk some yarn. Hey there. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully well. I've been working like crazy on my projects, as usual. So yesterday using my carrying baby cakes. And our color is, probably gonna need my glasses to see this just woke up a little bit ago. And our color today is Candy Hearts. It really does have the color of candy hearts. So I got this much done. I have to size it on my daughter. I think this is almost to where I want it to be long enough for her. Because it's almost as long. Well, pretty close to me, and I'm not very big, so it's hard to say. I will have to try it on her when she gets up today. So I've been ripping through that one. And then yesterday I had a bit of a setback. I went to take a look at my corner to corner blanket, and I don't like the way I was doing things. My squares aren't square enough for me. So I changed something up. First thing I did was take it apart. So that was a little disheartening. But this is what I got done in about 45 minutes. And these are more square. What I was doing wrong was here at the end, you get to your last two, right? For your double crochet. And I was continuing on with the color that I was using instead of switching my color here. So if I'm switching my color and I only have these two loops left, I need to put the next color in for it to look as square as it does. I again am trying to keep a minimum of tangles. Now this doesn't work perfectly. Like they show in pictures on the internet and stuff that it does. If you pop it through something like this, it'll keep it from tangling, but every time you turn, it tangles. So I gotta go like this or this, and that's the closest I can get to keep it from becoming this giant mess that it was. Great big dollar store tote. So I'm gonna start frogging this one, I think. I'm not sure what I want the yarn for, but I definitely am never gonna finish whatever I was making with this. And I know it's gonna be a struggle to get this burger stuff undone. I don't know what I did. I was really new to crochet, so it's probably going to be a mess, and I may not be able to reclaim it. And that does happen sometimes. I'm trying to think of things to say. Well, at a loss today. It's pretty early. I haven't had a coffee yet. And that for me it's just a sinful act. I was getting some weird notifications last night telling me that we were going to be getting a Temu package delivered by 9 p.m. and that just seems a little off. That's really late to be getting a package. I don't know, this other company they've been using in this area has so far dropped the ball quite a bit. With a lost package that my son really wanted. He's getting pretty upset that it hasn't showed up, so I'm thinking they're going to end up just refunding him his money, which is going to be frustrating. He's not going to be very happy about that. It hasn't had any notifications on the tracking for about 10 days. This is fairly new. Like, I've had this happen with Amazon. I ordered a package this year and it just randomly disappeared. Just gone. Never got it. The company just stopped. Like, it does. I put the number in for tracking and they're like, yeah, we've never had that package. What are you talking about? I'm like, okay. And I get a lot of those scam emails telling me that they need my address or I'm not going to get a package. And I'm like, they don't look real. The last one I got was not this company, so it was... I get too many scam emails. I mean, even still, if you get a number and all that kind of stuff, right, you should be able to go on the website and just put the number in. So I do that, and it gives me absolutely nothing. So it tells me that we're probably not going to get it. It's called Customs Clearance Exception, which means, from what I saw on Google, something's wrong with either the address, which there shouldn't be because it's the same address we've used every time, or like something happened with it when it was being moved and the address fell off or something silly, which is just fantabulous. So cleared customs, that's all I know. But where it is, I don't know. The joys of ordering things, which is about as good as the joys of going to the store, I guess. Each one has its pros and cons. Not a big fan of this particular yarn. It doesn't feel very nice. Like, I feel it kind of scratching at my fingers. From what I understand, they make them much better now, so cool. I'm just not sure I feel if I want to make things with a lot of sparkle to them. I don't know. I won't know till I actually try, I guess. That's the best way of putting it. Because I've already been fooled a couple times where I thought certain things weren't going to be pleasant, and they turned out to be pleasant, and vice versa. So, it's kind of how it goes. So relaxing. I don't mind a tangle. I really don't. It's the fuzzy part I'm not going to like. The fuzzy part's going to be really, really tricky. A good tangle is pretty nice. I used to do this for my grandma and my mom whenever they get anything really tangled. Because I very rarely ever get really frustrated. I just put it down if it's getting too much and come back to it later. Oh, my next Temu order is going to be pretty fun. My mom's been looking for this puzzle holder, one of those ones that you do the puzzle inside of it and it rolls up and all the pieces stay in there and you put it away so it's out of the way, it's not out all the time. Especially great for really big puzzles. So I ordered one of those guys and that's going to be really cool. A couple Christmas gifts because I'm already starting the Christmas collection here. Alright, I found it in. And here will be the other end. I saw it. There we go, and one more knot. Get that knot out. This is one of the most nitty-gritty parts of yarn, is actually the maintenance of it, re-rolling it, figuring out how you're going to store it. Not a big fan of the balls. Hopefully I'll get my yarn winder soon, but that wouldn't help me with this either. There's not enough here to make into a cake. Let's see. Are you going to come peacefully, or are we going to have a tangle? As this feels like you went through the other yarn in a bad way. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have to probably cut a few pieces to get this out. This is a giant knot. I cannot see or feel where it would be. Maybe it'll probably be the beginning. I think it was trying to make a small vest, but I don't really like what I was going with here. And of course, I've learned a ton more, kind of like with the corner to corner, where the reason why it didn't look right was because I wasn't doing the squares properly. And that's kind of a big deal. You kind of need to do your squares properly. Anyways, trying to find the end on this fuzziness. This is why I've been avoiding doing this one. I knew this one was going to be a little bit tricky, but I'm kind of tired of seeing it on my desk. It needs to be put away. Slowly but surely, getting stuff done. Oh, I made my bed yesterday, and my bed's huge. It's a big king size, and I always end up pulling my muscles a little bit whenever I do it, and it's just, not fun. Of course, I have the luck that my sheets don't quite fit my bed, so I really gotta pull. And then my mattress that takes 2 guys to move, I have to lift and push up the box springs just to get it to not have a space like this where everything falls down onto the floor, because I hate that little no man's land. It's just, I vacuum in there, but I don't like going anywhere near it with my hand. It's just nightmare fuel. I don't want to think about if anything is living down there. There isn't, but that doesn't stop my brain from trying to convince me that there will be something to crawl up my arm or something. Gross. Oh goodness, I was doing just fine, and now I just found one of the spots where I think I went through instead of around. Okay, yeah, this feels like a knot. Let's see if I can gently pull this out. I was afraid of that with this because it's hard to tell where your stitches are. So I may have backtracked over things or gone through in the wrong spot, and I would have never noticed because it's just a whole bunch of fuzz. I think if I go like this. Alright, come on. You can make it through that loop. It's not that bad. Come back through. Alright. Oh goodness, that might not have worked. You never know till you try, because sometimes that's as simple as that. Yeah, it's looking really, really attached right there. Okay, so we're yellow, and this orangey pink here. So go back through. Keep your finger there. And this might take me a few days because I have a feeling I'm going to have to put it down soon and just walk away for a while because it's going to be very frustrating. This one's going to be a lot tougher than most that I have had to deal with. Yeah. It is not looking great. Anyhow, I got at least a few projects to work on right now. I've got my corner to corner. I'm feeling a little more confident. My stitches are neater than they were, so that is a big thing. I think I may have accidentally switched size I was using part of the way through, and that's an issue too. So I have it written down now in the pattern what size I'm using. I'm using a 4.5, and I think most of the different yarns are a 4-weight, but of course some are going to be slightly thicker than the others, so I hope that isn't going to be too distracting. It might be a little bit hard to say. Okay. I think I can just give you one of these. Yeah, that's not even, that doesn't even make sense. Why would that be stuck there? I am going to snip this a little tiny bit. For some reason, these long hairs had decided to fuse to that particular stitch, even though they weren't attached to it. They somehow knotted around it. So I'm not crazy about these kind of yarns. They're soft. Like, this is really soft. But this is super tricky to work with, and this almost made me walk away from crochet for a while because I was just so frustrated with how it was not working. Like, here it's just a giant mess. I don't know what was going on here. Because this makes no sense at all. Is it stuck with this white? I think it might be. Okay. I think I'm good here. I got a little start on it, so thanks for joining me here at Elf Crackers in the Box. Hopefully I can work out this puzzle sometime soon. I'm going to go very slowly with it, so I may have to pull it out again in another video and continue hoping for the best, but I might just say forget it and actually just completely get rid of it. I am not crazy about this yarn. So I don't know. I might just see what I can do. Thanks for joining me here. Have a great day, and we'll talk together again very soon.